We used to think of Latinos as being in the big states. Texas, where I come from, New York, California, Illinois, Florida. But more and more, the Latino community is growing very quickly in places that we never thought of having Latino communities. Places like Georgia, North and South Carolina, Nebraska and Minnesota. And as our community has become more diverse and larger, the importance of participating in American democracy has only grown more urgent. And I come here today with one simple request of you who are here in Washington because you care, because you understand the stakes of voting and democracy. My request is to do every single thing that you can to get the people in your lives who are not voting to go vote. There's a reason that I say that. In 2014, Latinos of the major ethnic groups had the lowest voter participation rate of any, at 27%. 27%. That's on top of the fact that there are now 8.8 million permanent residents in the United States, millions of those Latinos, who choose for whatever reasons, some of them economic, some of them personal, not to become citizens. I believe that to change the course of politics in this country, we need to change both of those things. And I know that all of you here in this room have the power to change that. The reason I know that is because all of us have friends and cousins and relatives who, you ask them if they're going to vote and they say, oh, for what? Or what does it matter? Or I don't know who to vote for. So it's incumbent upon all of us to reach out to those folks in our lives and ask them to actually go out and vote. And the way that you do that is to let them know how important it is to you. And I want to give you a quick example of what I mean, right? Has anybody ever, I'm sure everybody has, have you ever moved out of a house or an apartment, right? And you got to move out in the next 3 days, and so you call a friend and you say, hey, I got to move out on a Friday or a Saturday night. Can you help me move, right? And then you hear a sigh or a groan on the other side of the phone. But they say yes. Why do they say yes? Is it because they love moving stuff on Saturday night? Of course not. It's because you asked them to. Because it's important to you and they care about you and you ask them to. It's the same principle with voting. Each of us in our lives has the ability to get somebody active and get somebody involved.